Yo, I'm Major for Rabona TV and welcome! How you doing? I'm doing alright. I survived that nutso snowstorm that we had.
Wow, Canada's really great, guys. You should come check it out. Oh, come on, man. Why do people live here?
Love Canada's weather, man. It's the shit, man. And today we're talking about everyone! Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar, Man City, Liverpool, Lallana, John Stones, Italian soccer. But there's so much to talk about that let's just jump right in. Arsenal, what happened, man? And the fans aren't really helping by flying planes over the Hawthorns in support of Wenger, against Wenger, taking the focus completely off of the match. And the players, well, Thierry Henry said it best when he tweeted, "Is the Arsenal shirt too heavy for you? Stop hiding behind Wenger and be more than mediocre." Boom, roasted. But Wenger could take the blame for not having his team tactically aware or at least capable enough of dealing with West Brom. Everyone should know by now that they are lethal from set pieces. Why the hell would you play zonal marking instead of man-to-man when there's players like a 6'4" Craig Dawson running around the box? It makes no sense. None. Especially since Arsenal has been exposed by their zonal marking before. Just think back to that match against Everton with all thozmemes about Mesut Ozil marking from corners. I said his name very strangely there. That was weird. But anyway, it's looking increasingly more likely that Wenger is going to sign back on with Arsenal for a year, maybe 2 years. But this will he, won't he shenanigans is helping nobody at Arsenal. Not the fans, not the players, not the management, not the people up in the top boxes. No one. The players can't focus on playing. The fans can't focus on the play because they're focusing on Wenger, and Wenger can't focus on tactics because he's focusing on questions like, are you going to sign on? Are you not going to sign on? And it's kind of his own fault for not just announcing it already. I have a little bit of a theory that he hasn't announced what he's doing yet because he was allowing Arsenal time to see sort of who's out there and who's available and who's interested in signing on as the Arsenal manager. Why? Because he is so damn loyal to the club. And he doesn't want to leave them in a state like Sir Alex Ferguson sort of did. Not saying that what Sir Alex Ferguson did was wrong. A man's allowed to retire. But United, until this season, hasn't really looked like United, you know? So I don't think that Arsene Wenger wants Arsenal to go through a few seasons of struggling. Oh wait, they kind of already are. They have won 2 matches in the last month against Sutton and Lincoln. That's it. They've played in 6 matches, won 2 of them, and lost the rest, conceding 18 goals in the process. Terrible. And if you ask me, it looks like they won't even get their hallowed 4th place this season as they still have to go up against Man City, a tricky West Ham, Everton, Man United, and Tottenham. By the way, if Leicester had the same amount of points this season as they did in this stage last season, they would still only be in 4th place. What does that say about the competitiveness of the league last year? Speaking of which, Liverpool now has an easier end to their season as they have played every single one of the other teams in the top 5, ending their season undefeated against Chelsea, Man City, Man United, Tottenham, and Arsenal. The first time they've done this since the 95-96 season. Now, if only they could get teams in the bottom half of the table figured out. But their match this weekend was classic Liverpool. Extremely entertaining end-to-end action, Adam Lallana playing great in center mid, and then having a colossal up. But anyone other than Liverpool fans wouldn't have it any other way because it makes for the most entertaining matches, and it was also a classic in that John Stone had a few take-ons, baby. In fact, he has had the same number of take-ons in the league this season as Cristiano Ronaldo with 17. And while we're looking at Ronaldo, Spain, etc., let's look at a few quick facts, stats, and interesting little tidbits that I found interesting. Messi is the only La Liga player to hit 40 goals in each of the last 8 seasons in all competitions. That's crazy. And Neymar, now I know he's been sort of hot and cold goal scoring wise, but I mean that form sort of coincided with what was going on with his trial. I have a video on his whole trial and what was going on there, the sort of controversy around his transfer, etc. if you want to go check that out. But anyways, he hasn't been slacking though, as at Barcelona, he's transformed himself from the exciting goal-scoring prodigy that he was at Santos to a top setup man. In fact, the top setup man in Europe's top 5 leagues with 19 assists. Top. And of course, the man, or the boy, I guess at this point, who is likely going to be the most expensive teenager ever in the future, Kylian Mbappé, who was applauded off the field by the Caen fans this weekend in Ligue 1. Why? Well, partially because he became the youngest player ever in Ligue 1 history to score 13 goals. Who was the last player to do this? Well, it was none other than Thierry Henry of AS Monaco at 19 years and 3 months of age. Mbappé is 18 years and 3 months, so a full year younger than Thierry Henry was. Damn, talk about outgunning the man that you're constantly compared to. And let's give some love to Parma, who finally lost after 15 matches unbeaten, which went all the way back to November. That's interesting, but you know what I found more interesting is the fact that Parma is now playing in the Lega Pro. That's the third tier of Italian football. The third tier. Drop a like if you remember when Parma was actually good, man. That feels like ages ago now. They had players like Hernan Crespo at one point. But anyway, that will do it for this video. If you liked it, let me know. Other than that, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Adrian, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.